Bene, ciao a tutti. Hello everyone. Um, before I begin, I'm gonna change the Reynolds. So let me change the Reynolds. Here we are. Reynolds is their special livery for Zandvoort, uh, Portimao, Turkey, and Azerbaijan. It's a very cool livery. If you go to, it's a very cool livery. I like it because I made it. Um, yeah, very nice livery, very cool for Reynolds, celebrating their time under Fernando Alonso. Um, yeah. I guess we'll go straight into it. So let me play the intro.
Fangio steering in his brother now.
Okay, here we are in Amsterdam. Well, not actually in Amsterdam. We are in South Holland in the municipality of Zandvoort, which means sand fort, a sand fort in English. Um, we've got quite a few laps here, 50% race distance, and yeah, around the track, which is it is it's some people's home races this time round. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Inshallah, qualifying isn't as atrocious as it was before, but here we are. Qualifying in the sand fort in Zandvoort. Um, will we see anyone going up first? Yes, we are. I think that's an Alpha Tauri. Rafael Caetano going out. First person to go out so far. Um, on the out lap. Remember, you only got two tries here. You got one try, and then you've got a second try here. So it's a bit like actual Q3 in yeah, it's a bit like Q3. Um, I like Zandvoort. Zandvoort is a cool track to drive on. So we will see. We've got Sadaf now, first person from the top four teams to go out on a lap right now. I should probably say top three teams also. Third in the championship is Racing Point, isn't it? Yeah. So, let's see. I think there's a Red Bull coming up now as well. I think that's Joe. Yep, that is Joe. So we'll see. Rafael Caetano will be the one to set the standard. So if anything happens, anything happens. I mean, Mercedes are bringing upgrades to the Dutch Grand Prix, so we'll see if they make any use of that. We really will see. We have our first person on a flying lap right now. Um, as some traffic is coming up. Traffic is beginning to be an issue, isn't it? I think that's his teammate up in front. He has to take the other way around to go around his teammate off the racing line, I think. Just a tad bit there. South Africa as well, also starting a flying lap right now. Um, you can only watch on this view, really. Oh no, you can watch on other views. Okay, yep. So I was just watching Sadaf clear off some traffic as Rafael Caetano uh, is making his way around the final-ish corners onto the main straight. We'll see what the first time set is. Onto the straight he goes, and it's a 1 minute 2. 1 minute 2. His teammate now start his flying lap. I believe the next car, of course, is a Williams. I don't know which Williams. I think it's Edward. Edward doesn't better. Yes, he does. Does a 1 minute 2.44. Sadaf goes a 1 minute flat there. Just a 1 minute flat. I think after him, the 2, we have Joe. After that, we have Joe after that, just clearing his teammate there. Blocked him a bit. Is he up on the time required? Will Joe take P1 or he's shuffling behind Sadaf? Goes in P6. That really isn't good for Red Bull, huh? But they have their team, and I think there was a, yeah, you can just see the Renault there in the special livery, just making way of everything. Fondra comes out of the final corners now. Can Fondra pack a punch? No. Still roughly a second behind. Tap sets the fastest sector 1 time. Oh, I didn't turn chat on. My bad. But not that I'll do. Oh yeah. You can't hear. You can't hear. Y'all can't hear. VQNLM goes into P4. Okay, so now everyone else is on the flying lap now. So Eric Rizopoulos goes P5, Joe Cole's P6. Tana Bado sets the fastest time of all. Who else is coming? There's Ocon. What can Ocon do? In front is Yilmaz. So Yilmaz will now come onto the final corner. Will go onto the straight, crosses the finish line. Can Ocon do anything for Mercedes? No, he can't. He goes P10. That is worrying because he's bumped onto P11 by Yilmaz. And bumped down to P12 now. So the drivers that really need to pick up the pace is Ocon, Joe. Yeah, Ocon and Joe, and I'm missing someone. Oh, and Eric. Yeah. So it's the 2 Red Bulls and 1 Mercedes that massively are off pace right now. Yeah, actually, speaking there enough, I'm going to check the chat. I'll see if there's anything. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine then. Who are we missing then? Oh, Ocon's just gone straight back out. Ocon's just gone straight back out. Oh, by the way, you should tell Tap that he should try restarting his YouTube. Maybe that will do something. If he restarts his YouTube, that'll do something. Is everyone on app lap right now? Because it's getting difficult to see the timing box. Can I move the chat? I can't move the chat away. Okay. Okay, yeah. We'll see. So Duff is on an app lap right now. It's okay, Tap. Sadaf is on an odd lap right now. Let's see what can happen. What can Sadaf do? Can Sadaf take pole away? Oh well, the Mercedes just crumble at the last second. Tap has to take avoiding action that'll cost him a lot. He needs to gain out lots of time. I think who's that? That was Yilmaz actually blocking him. So Sadaf really needs to. He's already a second down on his time. Don't think he will be able to press him so much right now. So I think yeah, that story's over. Unless some things can happen. Things can happen. So we will see. Is there anyone else on a flying lap right now? Joe is coming around the front corners. No, he's starting his time. So yes, Adolf not gonna threaten much. Yes, Adolf not gonna threaten much. Joe is up on his time by 2 seconds, but he's still 3 seconds behind. Just being yellow flag in sector 1. I wonder who that was. Um, Joe will now. He's 3 seconds up. He will go P11. So he goes P11. Red Bull massively off the pace, it seems as well. Is there anyone else? Yeah, like I said, Sadaf. I'm wondering. This always happens when I actually like go physically and do qualifying. Is that that there are some people who are just up massively just off the pace in it, and it's always from the top teams. But anything can happen, I guess. Yilmaz will go flying lap. Already down on time, by the way, blocked by his teammate as well. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good for them. Is there anyone else? Ocon on flying lap. He's 2/10 down on his time. All he needs is just like clear peace of mind, like absolutely no traffic to get a perfect lap. So take the inside line, which I think he's happy to do. He's just barely up. He's threatening to go down. Yeah, he's down right now. So he needs to gain somewhere. And by the way, this is gaining on their own time. This is not gaining on like P1. This is on their own previous time. So he's down on his previous time. In a freaking mistake. Yeah. It's going up, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Yeah, it's not enough. Where does he go? Freaking P9, bro. Like that just doesn't make sense to me. Honestly, man, that just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do a little experiment. If I skip quali, right? If I just skip quali altogether, does it give me an accurate result? 'Cause like that's just BS. It does. It gives me. Okay, no, it doesn't. What the? Why the frick is there a freaking Hassan P? What is going on with my game? Wallahi, when I was testing, it wasn't like this, guys. Wallahi, what's going on with my monopostal? What's going on, guys? Yeah, look, okay. This is bad. I'm gonna fix I need to fix this. I will keep testing it's like the 2026 regs. You need a few trial rounds to really test it and get it right. I agree with you, Tab. The big person really needs to lock in. So, just like yesterday, imagine I wasted 15 minutes of your time for qualifying that I'm gonna skip. I'm sorry, guys. But Ocon seems to be on pole, to Joe, to Tab, to Sadaf, to Dirksen, to Eric. What the frick is Tab doing in P10? What the frick is freaking Levi Graham doing? Ah, hell nah. Hell nah. Like, no. No. Unacceptable. Okay, can say like that. Simply, like, unacceptable. 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 Like, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I've never gone as Anthony before, by the way. We'll try that. We'll give Anthony P20. It's not like he'll finish anywhere high. Do we accept this? Are we accepting this, guys? Oh, he was a house guy. He did some stuff in a house. Anyways, are we accepting this, guys? Are we taking this? Are we gonna start the race like this or not? Just like a yes or a no. Are we doing this? This is the I don't mind. Okay, sure, fine. All right. Here's the starting grid. Ocon to Sadaf, Tanabado, Joe, Yilmaz, Dirksen, Fondraroli, Tap, Eric, Albano, Harpalata, Joe, Levi Graham, Edward, VQNLM, Rafael Caetano, Cyril, Eric HTX, Tipcam, and Anthony, who failed to qualify. I wonder whose fault that was. Alright, we will wait for 5 lights to go out for the first Dutch Grand Prix. So thus far, and it's lights out and away we go. Who gets a better start? The two Mercedes seem to be fighting, but Ocon pulls out ahead as Sadaf is threatened by the blue Mercedes of Tana Bardo right now as we keep going. Oh, sorry guys, I have to switch off chat there for a minute. The two Mercedes have already managed to eke out quite the gap as Yilmaz is now threatening for P4. Meanwhile, you have Eric Littlethings who's made up a few places. But we go into sector 2 now. As we go into sector 2, Mercedes are still 1 and 2, while Tana Pardo is in P3. Yilmaz managed to eke out Joe in P4. Further down the order, you have Leo Fonda Road. Actually, Eric Littlethings and Tap from Jupiter are battling it out as of right now, with Tap just barely coming out, and Eric with the worser line is subject to Albano, his former teammate. While that's happening, we will now conclude the first lap into the last banked corner onto the main straight where DRS is now enabled. Will Tanabado just eke himself past? You can see they're very close. Ocon sets the fastest lap as well. Sadaf is behind. I think your top 3 is as is. Yeah. Who put bro in the points, bro? I think yeah, he's very susceptible to yeah, Ocon says the fastest. Yeah, no one's catching Ocon today. But Fondraroli, on the other hand, is looking. Oh, these two are fighting. These two are fighting. Tanabado with the inside line will go around it and just manage to get past. To get past Sadaf, but Sadaf will fight back, bringing Yilmaz into the equation now. And Yilmaz actually manages to sneak himself up into the podium places. But Tanabado will have the inside line, which turns into the outside line. These three are going 3 wide right now, but Yilmaz comes out on top with Joe as well coming into the equation. Now, Sadaf is now dropped down to P4 from starting P2, still 3 wide, and being in the middle is at the disadvantage. Ocon says the fastest lap as well. Yilmaz in P2 is now threatened from the behind by Joe, and Joe on a great drive right now shoots up into P2. Tanabado and Sadaf are still fighting as we speak right now, which has allowed Dirksen and Fondaroli to come into the equation. Ocon says the fastest sector 1 time. Sadaf is now threatened by Dirksen more than he is from Tanabado. Dirksen is now shooting up into the high point scoring positions, and Tap as well. Tap from Jupiter as well is looking to threaten this here. Yeah, actually on the minimap you can see all these cars are just following each other ever so closely, but Joe is the one who managed to get himself up, but he's under threat from Yilmaz with DRS and such, because Ocon is already far out ahead here in Zandvoort. Yilmaz goes side by side. He will not take the inside lines too far back, but onto the DRS straight after this last banked corner. Ocon says the fastest lap, but Yilmaz actually is on the softer tire, on the alternative strategy. You can just see him, just see Joe try to close the door there, but it unfortunately wasn't meant to be. Tavern Jupiter dropped down to P8 while this was happening. Sadaf now is the one on the back foot here. Can Sadaf try to make a move on Joshua Dirksen here? I doubt he will be able to. Speaking therein of battles, here is the Racing Point versus the Red Bull. So you can see how very, very, very fast Racing Point are right now, especially on the softer tire. On a track like Sanford, on a track like this, where the Red Bull and Renault are the fastest cars in a straight line, whereas Mercedes and Racing Point are faster um, without straight lines, like in the corners, right? So you can actually see how the cars operate here. But we've never really tested ourselves on a street circuit. I mean, we did test at Monaco, but does Monaco really count? On to lap 5 of 36. We've got 31 laps to go. Does Joe go side by side? No, he does not. Dirksen says the fastest sector 3, even though Yilmaz was behind it, but not Yilmaz, Sadaf was behind there. But Dirksen will make easy work. Actually, it's the opposite. Sadaf makes very, very, very light work of Dirksen here. Um, coming into the beginning of sector 2 and the end of sector 1. um yeah. I think, yeah, Sadaf is gone now. Sadaf is absolutely gone now. So in setting the fastest sector 3 time, he's now put himself at the disadvantage here. You know who else is at a disadvantage here? Yilmaz, because he does not have a DRS, but I don't think that's enough to keep Joe off his tail on the soft tire as of now. So the soft tire is actually working wonderfully. You can see Anthony as well in P14. He's just managed a great race right now from P20 that he started onto the DRS straight. Is Joe going to do anything here, or is he helpless to stop the advances of Yilmaz here? Uh, I think he will have something going into the next DRS, but nothing on this right now as they go into the corners to regenerate their battery, coming onto this sort of open wide section. Joe thinks of a move round the outside, decides it's too risky, there was no space. In the wise words of Fernando Alonso, you have to leave a space all the time, you have to leave a space. Yilmaz right now not fulfilling that promise. Actually, Tanner Bardot sneaks out of nowhere to take uh to take this battle into another way. So Tanner Bardot, I think he just rested his battery for a bit there, and now Joe is being threatened by Yilmaz as well. The Renault with the special livery to honor Fernando Alonso, um, because it was his birthday a few weeks ago. The special Renault livery uh here is actually performing quite well right now. But I don't think anyone will be catching Yilmaz anytime soon, or Ocon for that matter, as he tries to go for the record-breaking 18th win of his career and the record-breaking two world champions titles to his name. Um, Sadaf, Sadaf is gonna threaten Joe now. I think Joe now is from pushing and being unsuccessful in overtaking Yilmaz to uh, ruin Racing Point strategy. He's now put himself on the back foot now, threatened by Sadaf in the Mercedes here, looking for that elusive success with Mercedes. There's a lot of speculation on, is he going to keep his seat at Mercedes now? Now is his chance to prove the haters wrong, to prove those who don't believe in him, um, yeah, to prove them all wrong. What can he do? Onto the straight we go. Yilmaz seems to have pitted, yes. So Tanabadol will go now into P2, Joe into P3. But remember, this is net, so you're not going to see much. Sadaf needs to make very, very easy work of Joe here in order to get to Tanabadol, because right now it seems as though Joe is holding him up. He knows he can't compete right now, but Sadaf, being the ever hungry man he is, wants to compete, wants to do all that. I'll switch chat on for now. Maybe it'll show, maybe it won't show. Yeah, so Sadaf right now trying to we go on to the next DRS, the second DRS of the lab. Will we see Renault being threatened at all? Nope. Both of their rear wings stayed open, but no one can catch him. What happened to Tap? Oh, Tap pitted as well. So Tap's at the very near to the very back of the grid. Where the frick is? Damn. Okay. Ocon now pits as well. He will pit for the hard tire. He will go long on the hard stint. Um, comes out just behind Dirksen here. Yeah, comes out ahead. So he comes out in P5. So it seems the medium tire is now nearing the end of its stint. You can just see the graining on that tire here, but you can really see how these guys are really separated by near nothing, like almost nothing here. But it just seems every time the DRS comes, it just doesn't work here. So, mm, yeah, on the DRS. Oh, give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I was saying, yeah. Does Joe have DRS? Yes, he does have DRS, but just go on the back here. Oh, Ocon just gets past Dirksen there. But I think Turner's gonna pit now. Yeah, Reynolds are gonna come out into the pits to pit him. No, he stays out. Joe comes into the pits. But Sadaf and him both stay out, it seems as though. So, where does this leave Joe? I think now, if Joe doesn't come out in I don't know where he can come out, but I think P9 will be fine. 7, 8, 9. He comes out in P9. Okay. He's trying to. I think if Joe can just get out ahead of Tanabadol, and by ahead I mean ahead by quite a while, then he will be able to retain some control over this. But you have the two Mercedes, the two W11s, going head to head in the Netherlands right now. In 2021, the Dutch Grand Prix, we saw a Red Bull driver take the victory. Today, will we see a Red Bull driver take the victory as well? Well, I have the answer to that question right now. Seems not, because Ocon, yeah, Tanabado is now competing. Is Mercedes calling Sadaf in? No, Sadaf is going to extend. He's going to try to overextend. He's going for the alternative strategy, but you can just see the state of these tires right now. So Joe is now on to the final corner where Tanner Badol is just coming out of the pit lane right now. Yeah, no, Tanner's done it. He's success. No, he hasn't. Just missed him. Just missed him right now. So the attempt to is it over or under? The attempt by Reynolds to overcut Joe has failed, but I think they'll be able to make quite a bit of work for that because it's not that far off. Unless Joe can make his way past Yilmaz, I don't see anything much happening right now. So yeah, Mercedes are 1 and 2 right now, by the way, if you didn't clock that. Mercedes are 1 and 2, so we'll see what will transpire as of now. Yeah, what else is new? I think now Sadaf will pit. I have the advantage of having the first pit lane, while Bardol gets ahead of Joe. I think he'll also have the DRS. So these two both get ahead of Sadaf here. But will Sadaf have any traffic whatsoever? Will Rafael Caetano just get past? Yes, he will. Dirksen as well. So Sadaf comes out in P7. So that's not ideal for him. Really isn't ideal for him at all. But at the end of the pit lane phase, that is net P6 where Sadaf is right now. Yeah. There's been a 5-second penalty for Joshua Dirksen for colliding with Rafael Cayetano. And there's another 5-second penalty for Levi Graham for colliding with his own teammate, which, okay, I guess. Um, I think that's made it. There's another. Why are we all getting penalties all of a sudden, guys? What's going on? Wagwan, Wagwan, Dirk. Oh, this is gonna be close. It's gonna be close. But yeah, there we go. And now all Sadaf has to do is make his way past Joe. He has the softest tires out of everyone in the top 5. So I don't think he'll have that much of a difficulty in doing this. There's no way Dirksen is gonna go for a move. He's not gonna try for a move, man. Um Continuing on here. There doesn't seem to, yeah, I think everyone's now spaced out. But Tap unfortunately got the shorter end of the stick here when it came to pit stops. But I think that's a P9 for him. So I think he's just gotten the shorter end of the stick here with Alfa Romeo strategy not really benefiting him, eh? Damn. Um yeah. Ocon doing well as you'd expect here in Sanford. Yilmaz actually surprising us being in P2 right now. We're just gonna go on board with Tenabarjo. We'll see what he does. But yeah, Yilmaz is on the 3-lap older tire, so we'll see what he does there. Um, I think we have our first lap cars. Yeah, because that's VQ and LM in P20, so we've got our first lapped cars. So we'll see how that will mess up the strategy. Strategia. Strategy. Oh no, it's not lapped, but he's about to be lapped. Okay. Um. Yeah, that's essentially it. Crucially, does Tanabado get DRS? No, his rear wing stays closed. But does Joe have DRS on him? No, he does not. On to lap 15 of 36 now. We've got 21 laps to go. Can fact check me on that. I know I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. I'm right. I checked in my head. I am right. Can you see the rear wing? Rear wing is getting closer and closer and closer and closer. So, yeah. Um. Oh, it makes it look easy like butter, smooth like butter. Tanabadol on Yilmaz. Yeah. So Dolph is still a long way off of Joe. Eh? Still like 6 or 7 seconds away, 5 or 6 or 7 seconds away um, from the other driver. So Mercedes' strategy is just absolutely botched it, man. Now we have Ocon lapping cars. He just lapped the Williams there. Does anyone genuinely talk about Williams or Haas anymore, guys? Like they're so bad. Like it's crazy how bad they are. Okay. Um. Right. Right. Is there? Yeah, there's like no overtaking right now. I'm not seeing any overtaking right now. But we might have something here. We might, or some. Yeah, no. So, okay. And does Tab have DRS? Yes, he does. The rear wing is open. Tab's trying to catch Fonderoli. Goes into the corner, comes out of the corner, goes into the next corner, then into the next corner, then into the next corner. Then guess what? Guess what? Comes out of the corner, right? Going into this very, very big corner. Turning, he turns the car and then goes into another corner. And then comes out of that corner, goes into another corner, goes into another corner, into another other corner, into another corner, another one after that, then another corner. W tap. Uh, I want you guys to put W tap in the comments below. Yeah. When you are there, no, you know. Shh. Na, 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 Okay, tap's gaining. Think he might go for a move on Fonteroli within the next few corners. Unless this game does its usual BS. Um, Tab will make a quite, yeah, Tab will make it good on, we'll make a good move on Fonteroli when and if that happens. Um, yeah, no? Yeah. I think he'll have his opportunity going into the DRS. Into DRS. So we're not in DRS right now, but we're about to go into DRS. DRS. Boom. 5, 6, 7. Nope. Nada. Nada. De nada. Okay. Yep, the hard tire is starting to show a bit of graining right now. So we'll see what goes on. Um. Yeah, no, he's not getting past him. Oh, Joe got past Yilmaz as well. I didn't cover that, but Joe got past Yilmaz and is about to be overtaken by Sadaf. Sadaf just needed to clear this Williams. He's making it very, very hard. Blue flags. Blue flags. Blue flags. It's always a Williams, man. It's always a Williams. That just doesn't respect the blue flags. Penal. Es penal. Ok, señoras y señores, penalti a favor de Real. Okay, continuing on. Yeah, no, it's not even going to be hard for him, eh? Not even going to be hard for him. Oh, Yilmaz actually comes into the pits. Now, we'll see how much that gap has grown in it. It's gone down to 2 seconds. 2 seconds between Joe and Sadaf. So 2 seconds between a second career podium and between a second career podium and closing the gap in the WDC for Joe. I don't know who Renault hired, but man, they have some great strategists, if I do say so myself. Going on to the DRS, I think Ocon's gonna pit now. Yeah, he's pitted. He'll go on for the medium tire. I knew it. Will Tanabadol overtake him, guys? Oh my gosh. And he's being followed by oh, that's the lapped car of Tipka. Okay. Just goes ahead. Yep, just goes ahead. Right. And behind that is his teammate who's so close to Joe. So Mercedes, I think, putting Ocon just right outside of the traffic, while having Sadaf literally fighting for his life right now. Not the smartest decision, but it's a welcome decision, I guess. But there's no way Joe's overtaking Ocon right now. So, but there's a way that Sadaf, there's a way that the other Mercedes can make that same move. Speaking of, Ocon and they are just battling it out right now. Gets past the racing point, and with the help of a little DRS, closes the gap exponentially to Tanabadil. You can just see him going for the late braking as well there, so I don't think it will be very good for his tires. But yeah, there you can just see just in front of there it is the two here. So I think Joe's gonna pit now. Joe's coming into the pits. Oh yeah. So that settles the debate, I guess, man. I guess, man. Tanner doesn't pit. Tanner Badol does not pit. There's been a 5-second penalty for Tabron Jupiter, who's just come out of the pits for collision with Rafael Caetano. That's crazy, but I didn't see the collision, so I wouldn't know. Ocon goes into P1, by the way. Goes into first place, by the way. Um, yeah, right? What a bummer. Uh, alright. What else is happening? What else is new? Yeah, coming now. Tanner Bardo is going to pit, as well as Joshua Dirksen and the gang. So I think what are Yilmaz and Joe trying to achieve here? I really want to understand what's going on here. Oh, Tanner Waddle stays out. I really want to understand what's going on here. Also, is every race like a three-stopper? Or like... Oh, Sadaf pits. Sadaf goes on for mediums. Why? The heck? Okay. So Joe's gonna pass. Obviously, Joe's gonna pass, but... Okay, Sadaf. Medium tires, I guess. Okay. Um, yeah. Fast ability, 400 road before collision with Rafael Caetano. What's going on with Rafa today, man? He's just being is a horrible person to lap, hey? To try and lap him is a horrible thing. Um, obviously, I think that, oh, who is that behind? That is that Tap? No, that's not Tap, that's Anthony. Yeah, that's Anthony. Well, what's Anthony trying to do? He's trying to unlap himself. What the heck is this, man? This is some crazy stuff. Yep, Tanabado now pits. So Sadaf needs to be quick with it to get ahead of him and try to just overtake Joe. Like at this point, guys, is it really that painful to overtake Joe? I think Sadaf will just have the edge here. Yep, Sadaf's just got the bare edge. They just barely. I say barely, but it's 3 seconds. I'm not even gonna mention the penalty I'm seeing right now. Dirksen also pits. So if you wanted to know about that, Dirksen also pits. Um, oh, there's a VSC. Anthony's retired. So there's a. Oh my gosh, is that a mechanical issue or what the heck? He's just retired. His engine's just gone. So it's going to be a virtual safety car, which isn't going to affect anyone in the slightest, by the way. But okay, I guess. Okay, I guess. Yeah. Unless if it developed into okay, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna put a safety car now. I'm putting a safety car because Anthony stopped on track, right? And he didn't stop in any sort of runoff area, so it's gonna be a safety car. I can do that, by the way. I'm the FIA, so okay. Yep, it's a safety car. Safety car, coming in. Yilmaz is one of the first people to receive a free pit stop. Remember under safety car condition. Like this game never puts a safety car. When was the last time you saw a safety car? Be so for real. In Monopost, when was the last time you saw a safety car? Never, exactly. This game is horrible to sim, but we do it anyway. So now that there's a safety car, that's completely thrown strategy out of the window. You can see Yilmaz pitted and came out in P5. So I think Ocon now has a pit window difference between himself and Joe that he can exploit if he so wishes to do so. Just going on with Ocon now is supposed to, yeah. So where is this mysterious safety car? It's coming out just ahead of Leo Fonraroli right now. Yep, Ocon comes into the pits to rid his old tires for new ones. Goes on for mediums for the next, what, 11 12 laps? Mediums for 12 laps. Like, did you not have another pair of hard tires in it? Okay, I guess. Obviously, comes out right behind Joe, like right behind him. Sadaf as well goes up into P3. I wonder how he did that. Tanabadol goes up into P4, has to follow all of these guys around while the safety car is busy collecting people around. So the last person to join the safety car queue will be Mr. Dirksen. Damn, Dirksen's so far away, man. Jeez. Papa, paparazzi. Papa, paparazzi. I guess if you had to put something on. So I guess for Mercedes, they said mediums was the only thing that they had left for Ocon. So, still a bit shaky about it, but okay, I guess. Interesting. Very interesting about that. We start lap 26 right now with 10 laps left of the Grand Prix. Lapped cars will now overtake the safety car. This is usually a sign that the safety car is going to come in at the end of the lap. So, yep, Fonra is going to overtake. So I assume is Tap overtaking the safety car? Yes. How the frick do you get a penalty while freaking like how the frick does that happen? How the frick are you? Oh, it's Latif. Oh, okay, okay, makes sense. The safety car now leading Ocon, leading Joe, leading Sadov, leading Tanner, leading Yilmaz, leading yeah, and then leading Dirksen. So this is everyone in the safety car queue. It's just the top 7 right now. Um, which safety car will come in, I think either in the next lap or a few laps after. Whew, okay. Oh, sorry. Like I think it's like the 5th time I've yawned this race. Papa, paparazzi. Man, take me back to Spain. Take me back to Austria when the races had so much going on and it wasn't just freaking who has the better strategy right now. Ever since I figured out monoposto, this is so TSPMO. So safety car coming in, or safety car will be out for another lap. It seems as though the safety car will be out for another lap. Joe now replaces his soft tire. He'll drop all the way down to P8, obviously, to P7, I mean, obviously. So it's now back to being a Mercedes 1-2. I wonder how do they feel about that? So yeah, it's a Mercedes 1-2. Um, so yeah, anyway, lap 27 of 36, we've got 9 laps to go here in Zandvoort. Yeah, um, what else is new? Honestly, we might get a silver. We might get 2 of the Mercedes fighting because in this game, unfortunately, or unfortunately, there are no team orders. So, um, yeah. But yeah, no, Alcon's got it. He's got the softer tire than ever. He's got the softest, not the softest tire, but he's got the freshest tires out of the top 7 right now. Yeah. Safety car in this lap? Not in this lap. I think they'll come in the next lap. The next one, guys. Not this one, the next one. The next one. The, what the Dirksen is slowing. Why is Dirksen slowing down? Safety car's ending, yeah, we're gonna go up to normal speed in just a bit. I'll be following the race restart now. Slides out and away we go again. Ocon leading us back through. You can't overtake until you cross the line here. Hungry Tanabado looking for moves already. We've got the two Mercedes and then the Renault. All looking to threaten here. Meanwhile, there's Eric Littlethings, but I doubt he can challenge for much. Joe on the on the fresher tire will can actually challenge for something, but it is Tanner Bardot who Mercedes are looking worried for because it's because he is not part of their team, so they can't use team orders on it. You can already see there. Sadaf is beginning to lose lots of traction and time. He will have to pit now if he wants to keep track position. Um, there's no DRS until the second lap, so this is going to be the first. Ocon sets the fastest sector 2 time out of everything. Even though he's not on soft tires right now, it just shows you how the upgrades have been working for Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula One team. So, yeah, I think it's fairly certain that because Salah didn't pit right now, he's going to be overtaken by Tanner Bardon, who's going to get P2. Nonetheless, it is the first Mercedes double podium we've seen since round one in Australia, where it was a 2-3. So, can they make it a 1-3 or will they make it a 1-2? Following Tanner Bardon right now, yes, but actually, Taffron Jupiter has actually managed to make super ground as I say that he's overtaken, but nonetheless, you know you get my point. Is there anything else happening in the tournament? Not really. Joe is still in P7. He's about 3 tenths behind, 2 tenths behind, 3 tenths. He's 3 tenths behind Yilmaz. It's definitive now. Um, yeah. So I think has the safety car done anything in terms of strategy? I mean, it's helped Ocon, I guess. I get. I mean, I'm saying I guess because it's I guess, man. Yeah. No, Tanabadol's got this. Unless Sadaf moves to defend, which they don't usually do in this game, it's over for him. Oh, Sadaf's looking to fight back actually. They're looking to fight back now for the position. Remember, the tire difference here is only 1 lap. So Sadaf actually gets the inside line, gets ahead at the apex, but uh, Tanner's inside line, they're still about a car length apart, turns into the outside line. But he'll have the as we are starting to go in field now, round the bank corner it seems here. Yep, he's just been left in the dust. Now here is Dirksen. Joe gets past his teammate, but here is Dirksen. He's gone off the track, so he's gonna have to slow down his advances. Uh, yeah. Give me a second. Okay, we are back. We are so back. I was saying, Dirksen right now, I doubt he's gonna get. I mean, if Dirksen actually manages to get on the podium, I'll be mighty well surprised. Yeah, so Sadaf genuinely has to pit like right now, bro. Why is he staying out? Is he like the gift that's like, who is this? And it's the freaking The Simpsons. Who is bro? Who does bro think he is? Bro is not Valtteri Bottas, bro. He's not the tire whisperer, bro. Like, why are you staying out right now? But as I think yeah, Joe's got this. Joe's has this. So I think he's gonna get past Dirksen right now. There's only 5 cents behind, so former teammates battling each other, and Joe makes it look like it's cake. Just gets past Dirksen right now. Gives him the space that he needs, but at the end of the day, that position is his. So that's given Sadaf a bit of a cushion right now, just to work his way through. The hop a little got a fast second penalty, which we don't care about. Dirksen actually looking to come back, but like what we saw from the battle between Sadaf and Tana Bardo, it's not gonna amount to anything. But Yilmaz actually in the racing point wants to go for a joust. Dirksen pits, obviously, but Yilmaz on the older tire is looking to go for a joust. He's going mighty fast right now, leaving Joe in the dust right now. With lap 32 of 36, we've got 4 laps to go. So I don't think if Sadaf pits, if Sadaf wants to have any chance of fighting, he probably has to pit now if he wants to get that double podium he wants. For Mercedes, Joe gets past him. What is Levi Graham doing in P7, man? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Um, but hey, he has a 5 second penalty, so I guess he just dropped down. So yeah, I guess, man. I genuinely, I'm like, I guess. I think for Red Bull that was a bit of a scare, but I don't think it's gonna do much. Yeah, lap 33. Do you know what else is 33? Um, um, uh, yeah. So that's pitted now. He's pitted. He's pitted. He's pitted. So he's gonna pit now. He's gonna just have to struggle along there for the soft tire. VQNLM has actually made his way up into P6. But is he gonna go up ahead of Sadaf or behind? That's very crucial to know. So Sadaf drops down to P7. Ooh, that's really bad for him, innit? It's really gone bad for him. This pit stop phase. So he has to make like on his outlap. He needs to overtake the Ferrari, possibly the McLaren too. But he needs to make a move like right now. Like right now. Like right now, I said. And he does so. Okay, he's cleared the Ferrari. Now he needs to clear the McLaren and absolutely drop massive bombs like boom, 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 boom. Da, 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 da. So we've got 3 laps to go right now here in Zandvoort. VQLM isn't making this easy for Sadaf, but Sadaf says thank you very much, takes the place, and now has to go all the way to Yilmaz. Actually, Tana Badul is now on the 11-lap-old medium tire. So that does mean that the medium tire can last a long time, eh? Just need to give it time and space. Uh, and so this guy is genuinely the tire whisperer, genuinely the tire whisperer. I've never seen someone do his tires so well like this, eh? Okay, I just wanted to check if it's right now. Is there any moves right now? Oh, Dirksen's made his way back up into the top 10. So I think he's gonna overtake his teammate. Yeah, Taps just had a horrible race right now, eh? Why are these two are just like, what's going on, guys? Can you calm down? And there's always Rafa. Like I'm finding out this Tap from Jupiter as the fastest sector one time. Good for him, eh? He's doing well for himself. Um, it's asked me if I. Oh wow, what's going on here? The state you genuinely find bro in. The state you genuinely find bro in. Um, so I think it's 20. That's 5 seconds. I mean, from Yilmaz to Sadaf. So Sadaf really needs to pick the pace up if he wants to get anything done as of right now. He needs to pick the pace mightily up right now. Which I think he can. I think he can. Tap from Jupiter says the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. Yeah, is anything happening now? Oh, there are lights. Did you see that? There are like some neon lights you could see there. Well, someone out in front will be very delighted for this. The great Michael Schumacher, who has never won in the Dutch Grand Prix. I think the only other Mercedes driver to have won in Zandvoort in a race called the Dutch Grand Prix is Juan Manuel Fangio. We've never had a Mercedes driver win in the Netherlands before. But speaking of the Netherlands, Max Verstappen, he broke many records. Michael Schumacher set many records. But Michael Schumacher once said, records are there to be broken. Records are there to never be sustained, but they're there to be broken. His teammate is now on the charge for a podium to make it very happy, but he's won 17 times before, and this one will be the one to make it 18, to break the record set by his first teammate. Aircon wins the Dutch Grand Prix to take the all-time record for most Grand Prix won. And his teammate coming onto the final corner will take a mighty P4 finish. Tannenbaum finishes second to gain yet another 2 points on Joe in the championship. He couldn't make it happen today, but Sadaf will take P4. Yilmaz will finish P5. Tap, after a disastrous race, will be mighty, very disappointed from this. Dirksen will finish P6. Joel will finish P7. VQ and LM will finish P8, with Eric Littlethings in P9 and Paland Albano in P10 to round out the top 10 finishers of the Dutch Grand Prix. With 18 wins, Ocon now stands alone as the man with the most race wins of the league with 18. He started it in Saudi Arabia in season 1, and he's continued it all the way into the Dutch Grand Prix, into season 4. Uh, yeah. Just, Alta, just stay here for the anthem.
As a world champion for the seventh podium, as a world champion for the seventh time. done yet.
Get in there, Lewis. What a race, mate. You are rewriting the history books. Well done, mate. What a fantastic job today. Really awesome.
Lewis 92. 92.
Wow, guys. I naturally couldn't have done this without all of you. Thank you so much for continuing to believe in me, continuing to strive for perfection. It's such an honor to work with you guys. Thank you.
Okay, that's enough of the glaze. I'll stop the glaze now. Okay, Mercedes's upgrades seem to have been working. For Sadov, finishing P4 from finishing P5 in Hungary, it's an upgrade, I guess. But as for the qualifying, I'll continue to work my way through it, and I'll see why when you skip through qualifying it works, but when you actually go through the qualifying itself, it just doesn't seem to work properly. Um, Tomorrow will be the Portuguese Grand Prix. As for the championship, Ocon increases his gap now, back up. So that's the championship as it stands. I think he's led the championship since Malaysia. I think, yeah, he's led the championship every race since Malaysia. So it's still close. It's only 27 points, but yeah. Um, I think that's it. So you know what they say in Italian? Arrivederci.